Azealia Banks is so talented and has so much potential, but her controversial personality, rants, and verbal attacks toward other artists really stunted her growth and tarnished her career in general. She could have been a major force in the music industry and brought a new, fresh energy to female rap that was definitely needed. But she instead got her own way and sabotaged herself. Azealia Banks was born on May 31st, 1991 in Harlem, New York. She lived in a troubled household as she claimed her mother would hit her and her sister with bats, bang their heads up against walls, and always called them ugly. She was always a unique theater kid that dreamed of being on Nickelodeon and stardom from a very young age. She wanted to be an actress first and even got an agent, but after unsuccessful auditions for major networks, she shifted her focus to a music career. Azealia attended the legendary LaGuardia Performing Arts School, which alumni consist of Nicki Minaj, Jennifer Aniston, Timothy Chalamet, and Wesley Snipes, but she never finished due to her focus on her music career full time. As a teenager, Azealia started releasing music on MySpace, and at 17 released her debut recording, Give Me a Chance, in November 2008 under the name Miss Banks, and sent the song to American DJ Diplo. She then caught the attention of XL Recordings, which is the label of icon Adele, and signed a development deal with them. She started working with record producer Richard Russell, but due to conflict of artistic ideas, Azealia left the label later in the year. She then changed her name back to her birth name and moved to Montreal, Canada, and started uploading tracks like Slow Hands and LAR. Then her Canadian visa expired, leading her to return to New York, as she sold keychains at a Manhattan jazz club and danced at a Queens strip club to earn money. At this time, Aaliyah said she was really depressed with no friends, boyfriend, or money. But everything would change when in 2011, Azealia got a hold of an interesting house beat that would change her life forever. This beat would be the beat to her debut single, 212. Azalea's nimble, quirky, eccentric rap style complemented the beat also as it was very catchy. The song became a viral hit as the video seen Azealia dancing around Manhattan in a Mickey Mouse sweater with two random dudes, but it was spontaneous, non-rehearsed, and creative. The song and video really blew up and put Azealia on the map, as 212 has been named one of the defining songs of the decade by magazines like Billboard, The Guardian, and NPR, and it was even listed as one of Rolling Stone's 500 greatest songs of all time. This song garnered Azealia a loyal fanbase in the house and LGBTQ communities and made her a gay icon. She was being compared to Queen of Rap Nicki Minaj as she was the biggest thing in the world at the time, and it was interesting to see another black female rapper succeed in a new style and light. Azealia was really like nobody else. She was tremendously quirky and unhinged, and we had Nicki Minaj as an artistic and sometimes quirky black girl celebrity, but Nicki still held a still commercially light-skinned, acceptable, pretty image and sex appeal that people were still comfortable with. And this is not taking away or downplaying the uniqueness, creativity, and blood, sweat, and tears-filled talent of the iconic Nicki Minaj. But Azealia was like that really weird black girl in theater that is not conventionally or stereotypically the prettiest. She was dark skinned, didn't dress like other girls. Like, she didn't dress like other black girls. She listened to Ella Fitzgerald. That wasn't really ever really seen like that in the music industry, especially at that time, and we really needed that. Everything was looking up for Azealia, but she just had to mess it up. Her first feud was with rapper Krayshawn, after Krayshawn tried posting the link of Azalea's 212 video in support on Twitter, but instead led to an adult movie website. Krayshawn said it was a mistake, but Azealia went off calling her all bad names, dissing her rap skills, and saying she'd sit on her face. Then one of her biggest was with Iggy Azalea, as Iggy was the only female rapper on the 2012 XXL freshman list. This angered Azealia and led her to calling her out on Twitter, and then even accusing her of stealing her name since Azalea's birth name is Azalea's stage name. And then she got into beef with T.I. because he signed Iggy, calling him a coon and even coming for his wife Tiny. Azealia then got angry when iconic rapper Lil Kim declined to collaborate with Azealia, causing Azealia to come for the legend, saying she didn't write her own raps. And y'all, all these feuds and fights was all in 2012, months after 212 dropped. Like, she gave herself no time to even get settled in the music industry and see some more success before fighting. Like, again in 2012, she got into another feud after she turned down an opening spot on Nicki Minaj's Europe tour, then went on a whole Twitter rant against Nicki. This pattern doesn't stop for the rest of the decade. Azealia got in feuds and fights with Zayn Malik, Scott Jackson, Eminem, A$AP Rocky, Rita Ora, Lady Gaga, Pharrell, Lana Del Rey, Rihanna, Erykah Badu, and even Dolce and Gabbana. Like, she does not know when to stop, and this has caused her to sabotage her own career. And she's even done really weird things like mutilating chickens in her closet on Instagram. Like, she really has a lot going on. And it's just so disappointing to see an artist like Azealia with so much potential and talent just get in her own way. Even with her blackballing herself, her influence on 2010's house music is phenomenal. And imagine if she would have just been easygoing and not hating everyone. Would have been a huge force, especially in the EDM, house, and pop world. We needed a black woman like Azealia to bring house culture to the forefront of the industry. Icons like Beyonce have helped do it with Renaissance, but that was in 2022 up to now. But Azealia was doing that ages ago. We have never seen a female rapper indulge in house music and make it so a part of their identity, their brand, and their music like Azealia. She really would have been like a huge superstar because even with all the hate and stuff, she still has a huge fan base who loves her, including me. Songs like Luxury in 1991 are some of my favorite songs and still go viral to this day. You even see her influence in new artists like Doechii, whose artistry is heavily influenced by Azealia. Azealia to this day is still Azealia as she causes trouble and verbally attacks people online with her outrageous rants, but her talent and impact is impeccable. She really could have been a huge superstar, but some people just don't know when to stop talking. I like to think of her as the industry's lost icon. She is talented, she is iconic, she is outrageous, she is Azealia Banks.